Ball back there.
One over Mike. I mean, that's where they've had their problems. I mean, you go back to Euro 96 with the Davies thing, and there's still repercussions. Reisinger still doesn't talk to any.
On the far side. It's Bergkamp. Surrounded by 3 players still. ESPN committed to bringing you all the best on the road to World Cup night. And Frank de Boer. Ball played across, and that was curling, it was dipping, and from the corner, Bergkamp unable to get on the end of it. It's the Netherlands against Wales, and Netherlands going close.
For ball fed inside. Look at this. Bergkamp picks it up. Absolutely no defending being done at all, and Southall has to come up with a big save again. That's at least 5. Realistically, at this stage in the... Oh, they look terrible at the back.
Yes, and here come the Netherlands. Right across the face of goal from Bergkamp. Game in Cardiff.
Oh, he's putting on a clinic here. He's going to take the pass there nicely from Jonk. Jonk is the man who's the architect in midfield. Bergkamp breaks in, and then he fires it. He fires it wide of the far post.
There's a look. Those professionals. Now Seedorf. Here's Wim Jonk. And just wide from Jonk.
The flat back forward that Wales are playing, and it's non-existent. Look at the little run through Jonk with the shot. They're having so many great opportunities. Watch this, a little step over, beautiful play by Bergkamp, and he lets it run on to Jonk, and Jonk doesn't get the whole lot of it.
Yep, Stam winning that challenge in the air. It's for the Netherlands. This one is played through and then laid back. Southall comes up with a big stop the first time, but not the second. And Dennis Bergkamp is on hand. At last, Neville Southall is beaten. Dennis Bergkamp, the goal scorer.
Oh, he makes the first good save. Look at the ball played back nicely. Southall makes the save, and Bergkamp puts it in. His 26th international goal for Holland. The free originally taken, coming up to it there. That's Wim Jonk. He gets it in short. It's going to be played back, and the first shot originally comes from the boar, coming onto it. Dennis Bergkamp is the man who's going to run onto the end of it, and he's going to put it away. He reacts much quicker than anybody else. So you had Jonk, de Boer and Bergkamp involved, and the ball eventually ends up in the net. 26 goals. That's a nice introduction.
0 in charge of AC Milan. Here's Bergkamp. Singer. There's Wim Jonk playing that one through, and Dennis Bergkamp was being obstructed.
Out at half-time, didn't like what was going on in the dressing room, and sat himself down at the post and spent the whole half-time. Against
Russia. You'll be able to see that game here on ESPN. An important game that for Russia. Not only they've got to win, but they also need to score a few goals. And they come up against Kuhnert. Bergkamp teeing this one up. It's 3. The Eindhoven Stadium. And this time it was set up for him by Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh, yeah, he just hits it right to him, and there's no place like home sweet home, is there? And he knocks that one right into the net. Look at this, Kaku with the ball across. Bergkamp lines it up. He knows where Jonk is coming. Look at that for a burst of speed. And there's the bulge in the old onion bag as Jonk.
Playing as a team.
Oh, this is absolutely sparkling stuff. I mean, they're just stroking the ball around. 98 until they finished their run in the World Cup, but...
Bergkamp. 3 goals in the Netherlands in the space of 12 minutes has really changed the players who are preparing to make this Welsh side a bit more competitive in the second 45-minute period.
Well, if he can, I think he's going to be a magician, Mike.
He could be the biggest enemy for the Dutch team.
I understand he just signed a nice contract this week for another 2 years, so he is...
Jonk. Bergkamp, Jonk. Here's the ball. Winter. Managed to get in. Seedorf himself taking the shot. The throw. Wim Jonk.
That was a terrible injury.
Well, certainly he's shown flashes of his moment. It's been a good move for him from Sampdoria to Real Madrid. Now Bergkamp. Playing this one in and a touch on. Goal number 5. Philip Cocu gets the touch. It was set up for him by Dennis Bergkamp. And just the touch, Neville Southall is beaten yet again.
Cocu hasn't scored many international goals, only 7 appearances. This is going to be his second one, and he just barely gets a touch on it. Look at that. It just catches the inside of the post. Southall is stuck to the ground. You're going to see Bergkamp with the square across, and Cocu just gets a touch on it, Mike, enough to change the direction, and he puts another one on the board for the Orange. Look at that. Everything goes in.
Into Turkey. All can do now. Only stand there and watch. Bergkamp. And Dennis Bergkamp will settle for the being brought up. It's the back pass completely. At the moment, players, as you saw then, can just head it back or chest it back to the goalkeeper, and they can use their hands. As must certainly appreciated by this capacity crowd here at the Philips Stadium. Newman. Dennis Bergkamp makes it 6. You could see it coming, couldn't you, Tommy?
Oh, I mean, this was just delightful. There's 5 good touches on it, and now Bergkamp is only 7 goals behind the all-time leader as he notches another one and makes it look so easy. I mean, they just split the defense wide open. Couple of touches on the ball. Look at that little ball squared inside. Then when it's floated across into the middle, Bergkamp just runs in and he makes the touch on it. Wim Jonk is the man who's setting up the table. The ball squared across, nicely played into the middle, and tremendous finish. I mean, you just can't ask for anything better than that. Look at that. You just sit back and you watch it and you marvel at how easy it is.
Dennis Bergkamp's second goal of the match. Set up for him there by Arthur Newman. It's his 27th international. Quickly. Newman. Now the shot. Goal number 7, and Bergkamp gets his hat-trick. Well, it's a long time since Neville Southall has conceded 7 goals.
Oh, I think this one takes a touch on the way into Mike. Bergkamp is the man who's going to fire it, but I believe you're going to hear the sound of it coming off a defender. Maybe we'll get an opportunity to see it again. I believe it touches somebody on the way in. Let me see if I'm right. There it is. Yeah, it goes off a defender, all right. But Bergkamp is going to get the credit for the goal. I believe it's going to come off Vinnie Jones. Is Vinnie Jones the man that hits? It is indeed. Changes the direction of the ball altogether. Ends up in the back of the net. Bergkamp just lines it up, and Vinnie Jones is the man who pushes it home.
I'm sure that Dennis Bergkamp is going to claim this one. Although certainly took a touch on the defender. Bergkamp, though, will say that that completes his hat-trick. World Cup 98 qualifying here on ESPN. As Bergkamp just failed to get a touch that time. That could have been goal number 4.
Well, he certainly walked in behind everybody. He has the 3 of them already. And look at this, he just doesn't get the touch on it. You can see that if he gets the touch on it, could have been number 4.
Digger.
Oh, psychologically, I mean, that's the big thing, is the confidence there.
Bergkamp floats that one in. Here comes Reisinger. Bergkamp. In PSV put 7 goals past final.
Put him out almost like an old inside right. He's one player off the wing, and it has worked out very effective.
Dennis Bergkamp has got a hat-trick. Ronald de Boer also scored, and a goal from Wim Jonk. The lone goal for Wales.